and now you're going to die.
What's up YouTube, and welcome back to another Call of Duty's Got Talent. Now, sorry guys I haven't posted in a while because I'm been pretty sick, as you can probably hear. Still sounds like I've got a peg on my nose and coughing up stuff, but anyway guys, we have the second round. We have CaptainMonk versus ToddHudsonn. Now, please leave your votes below, and yeah guys, I hope you do enjoy this series. Thanks for all the recent support, and I'll be sure to give you guys a commentary soon as I get better. Thanks guys. Here we go with CaptainMonk.
Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? CaptainMonk here. This, my friends, I believe is the best gameplay I have ever gotten and or seen in a regular team deathmatch. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a 51-0 in a regular team deathmatch. Now, I've seen a lot better scores in game modes such as Demolition and Ground War, but in a regular team deathmatch where the score limit goes only up to 75 kills per team, I think this is the best I've ever seen and or gotten. But I've already said that, so let's get right into my topic. Actually, before I get into my topic, I want to thank DC5 Rapage again for doing this for us. I mean, the fact that he has around 2,000 subscribers now, and he's helping out these small channels is a really good thing he's doing here, so I can't thank him enough for doing this. So, thanks DC5 Rapage if you're watching this, but let's get right into my topic. So, what I want to talk to you guys about basically was two things. First of all, basically, if you see my kill streaks on the right hand side there, you can see I was running the high kill streaks, the Reaper, the AC-130, and the Osprey Gunner. Now, if someone has never played Call of Duty before, they tell you straight up that these kill streaks are overpowered, because in this gameplay, like I said, I get 51 kills, but the thing is I only get 9 gun kills, and as pathetic as that may seem, it wasn't my fault. These guys weren't shooting down air support, and that's where the argument shows up. Are these kill streaks overpowered? Because, I mean, they are if no one shoots them down, but the fact is they're really easy to hide from, and they're really easy to shoot down. So, it really, I mean, if you watch this gameplay, guys, these guys were not, 1, hiding, and not 2, shooting down my air support. So I got so many kills. I got 51 kills this game because of it. But if these guys were hiding in buildings, and if they were shooting down my air support, they actually, it would have been down instantaneously, and chances are I may have actually not gotten all of my streaks. Like, if they took down my Reaper before I actually got my AC-130, there's a 50-50 chance I may have actually not even gotten my AC-130. So that's just what I'm talking about here. So I don't know, maybe these kill streaks are overpowered, but I think they're only overpowered when these players play like they are right now, not shooting down the air support and not hiding. This is it's silly right now. They're not even doing anything to hide from the air support or anything. So that's one thing I wanted to bring up with you guys is, are these kill streaks overpowered? Because I don't think they are personally, but I want to know your guys' opinions on this. The second thing I wanted to bring up with you guys is basically, what do you guys prefer? The complex kill streaks or the simple kill streaks? Now, at first, that may seem kind of like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But what I'm talking about here, guys, is simple kill streaks being the 357 from Call of Duty 4 and World at War, where they were just little add-ons. They weren't really going to change the game or how the outcome of the game, basically, but they were just there as little add-ons as I destroy a UAV somehow that I couldn't even see. But yeah, they were just little add-ons that weren't really significant and wouldn't change the outcome of the game, but they were fun to get. Whereas in the new games, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and Modern Warfare 3, these things change the outcome of the game 100%. I mean, think about it, guys. If I wasn't running these kill streaks, would I have gotten 51 kills? I don't think so, because that is just the way these games work now. People have to depend on these kill streaks nowadays, and personally, I don't like that. I mean, these kill streaks are fun, don't get me wrong, but really, in the long run, they kind of ruin the game, and that is the honest fact, in my honest opinion right there, because think about all these people who want to get these kill streaks because they're fun, right? They're really fun. So people, what they'll do to get them is they'll play like little bitches, and that's honestly how it is. I mean, think about Call of Duty 4 and World at War. Honestly, people camped in that game, but have you ever seen anyone camp in that game even close to how hard people camp in Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and Modern Warfare 3? No. And if you said yes, you're lying, because that is the fact, guys. Unless they're doing it for shits and giggles, and to piss people off, no one camps in Call of Duty 4 and World at War because of the kill streaks, and that is why I believe that Call of Duty 4 and World at War are much better games. Let me know your guys' opinions in the comment section. What do you guys prefer? Complex kill streaks, which is what we have in the new modern games, or the simple kill streaks like they had in Call of 4 and World at War. Thanks guys for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the finals. Peace.
Now we have ToddHudsonn.
Hey guys, what's up? ToddHudsonn here. Today I'm bringing you some more MW3. I want to start this video off by saying thanks to those of you guys who did and didn't vote me through to the next round. I really do appreciate you guys. But anyway, today I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I'm bringing you another custom class tips. As I said, I'll be bringing you guys throughout this little series that DC5 is holding. So today guys, I'm going to be bringing you the shotgun tips and how to correctly use this custom class. And this is another custom class that I've seen a lot of people using some really silly setups. So just briefly about the gameplay, I've got a USAS 12 Moab on Dome. Get this Moab in about 1 minute 57 seconds. It's more towards the end of the gameplay, so it's a pretty quick Moab as well. And if anybody's wondering, I've got the damage proficiency and I'm also using specialist. Now, when looking at using shotguns correctly, the first thing that you probably would want to look at is how to set up your custom class. Now, looking at the shotguns, a lot of people might wonder what are the best shotguns to use, which ones kill faster, which ones do better. And if I had to give you guys my honest opinion about the top 3 shotguns to use, really goes by personal preference between the 3, but the top 3 shotguns, in my opinion at least, is the USAS 12, the Striker, and the Spaz 12. Now, when looking at these guns, there's a whole, different skill level about the 3 in my opinion. First of all, I'd say the most easy mode shotgun to use is the Striker. Next of all being the USAS, and then the Spaz 12 probably being the more difficult of the 3. Just because the Spaz 12 and the other guns such as the KSG and the Model, you have to be more accurate making sure you can hit those shots. Because if you miss, most of the time your enemy is going to kill you unless you can connect that second shot with them before they manage to kill you. Now, the next thing that we have to look at, guys, is the way that you should run your custom class. And most of the time when running a shotgun, I always would recommend using specialist, because once you unlock that specialist bonus after you've unlocked all the proficiencies on this gun, once you level them up to level 30, pretty much you're unstoppable. The USAS, I use damage, of course, because you don't get damage in the proficiency when you unlock the specialist bonus. But yeah, this gun just kills so great. It really kills really fast. It's got a really high damage, and most of the time you're going to get a one shot. Now, the next thing that we're going to have to look at, guys, is how you use the maps, because you can't just run out in front of people using a shotgun. You're not going to be able to kill them across the map. So playing the maps and learning how to play them, learning the flanking routes is going to be a really important thing, just because you can't really kill people across the map. It's not Modern Warfare 2 anymore. So pretty much how you're going to have to do that is making sure you know how to get around the back of people, kill them from the side, and make sure you're controlling all your engagements. When using a shotgun, you're not going to want to run out into the middle of interchange and hope that you're going to do anything, just because you're going to get outgunned by a sniper or an assault rifle pretty much every single time. So the things you're going to have to think about is if the map's correct for using a shotgun, I would say don't ever use a shotgun on interchange or liberation or outpost, just because they're not really made for it. All you need to do is think about where people are going to be and just figure out which parts of the map you can use to flank around them. So from there, you can keep your gunfights in your advantage, making sure you can jump from cover to cover, making sure you're getting up close and personal with these people, and you pretty much will win every single time, especially if their gun isn't appropriate for the gunfight. Right there, I did unluckily get killed by that camper. So if you hadn't been camping around the corner, I probably would have killed him. But yeah, that's just the point where running at a guy straight on is just not the greatest thing to do with a shotgun. Now, probably the last thing that we have to focus on, guys, is how to use your shotgun custom class. Is what perks, what exact setup you're going to want to use. And of course, once you level up your gun and get damage on, I pretty much would recommend that on every single shotgun, because I'd recommend you chucking on specialist. The 3 perks that I would recommend using is Sleight of Hand, Assassin, and Steady Aim, just because we need this, the increased hip fire accuracy, because it's a shotgun. Hip firing is a pretty big thing. Sleight of Hand, just because you're going to be reloading pretty often, and switching to your secondary is also quite important as well. And Assassin, just because you can flank around, making sure that you're undetectable on the radar by UAV, makes it a lot easier to come around and behind people and flank people. So it's like an actual use for that gun, that perk is to be able to flank people and just be undetectable by UAV. Probably wouldn't recommend using marksman on this class, guys. I've seen a couple of people using it. Of course, you're going to be able to see people coming from a further distance, but if you're shooting them with your striker, it's not really going to kill them across the map. Seeing them from a big distance isn't going to help you that too much. And yeah, that's the last thing that we need to look at, guys, is probably what secondary to use. And if I had to say bluntly, is just use the MP9. It really doesn't matter. I probably would recommend using, it really doesn't matter between extended mags and silencer, but I would say that silencer is probably the better way to go. you get like less muzzle flash. It creates the idea that you have less recoil, and you stay off the radar. It's a good way to kill people without them realizing where you are, because when you're running around with an unsilenced shotgun, you're pretty much just screaming about where your position is. So that's the point where Assassin becomes quite useful, because at least you're only popping up on the radar due to your shotgun shooting rather than you just being completely there all the time. But anyway guys, that's all the tips that I can give you for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Be sure to leave a comment letting me know whether my video would suffice if you guys think that I should make it onto the next round. I'd really appreciate your honesty. But right here I pick up the Moab and I pick off these two guys. So the Moab was actually 1 minute 57 seconds, so a pretty quick Moab as well. Unfortunately I don't get the last couple of kills because the teammate caps the tags just before the Moab comes off, so I got ripped off 50 kill confirmed. So anyway guys, I'm talking out my ass now. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this gameplay, and I might see you guys in the next round. Peace out, have a good day, and that was like musical kisses.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed those two videos. Don't forget to leave your vote below so the winner can move on to the next round, and leave a thumbs up for the support. And because I'm sick, no, I'm actually really sick. Alright guys, I'll have a commentary really soon. Thanks for all your support again, and peace.